And let's see, where are we at? We're recording, fellas. Awesome. Alrighty, everybody. We're back. A couple weeks off. Gave everybody a little bit time to stop hearing our voices in their head. So, of course, we got our two new mainstays. Josh is actually the old mainstay. The new one. And then we dusted him off out there in the IE. John, bringing them in from Paloma Valley. Do you live in Paloma Valley or Menifee?
Yeah, I live like about a mile from the school.
So you walk, right?
I can, yeah.
I can. Not that I do.
I have before.
He's like, I went to college, son. So walking like a peasant, dare I? So awesome. All right, guys. Well, what is it? Is it Labor Day? Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For all you people that actually have jobs, happy Labor Day. If you don't, not happy Labor Day.
Yeah, exactly. We're happy to take care of you, right? All us hardworking folks. Anyhow, so let's get right at it. We've been kind of pushing it to everybody what we're going to go over today. But first things first, our man up north wanted to talk about tournaments.
Yes.
What's on your mind?
So for one, like the list of tournaments getting posted is just growing like crazy. So I'm looking at, like, I know the tournaments that are up here, maybe out towards Sacramento, but what are the tournaments that are the absolute must-go tournaments in the state? Napa's huge.
Napa's going to be number one. Napa's going to be number one. Always is. Always will be. Napa's number one. I know that they keep pushing the TOC, but I don't know that necessarily the quality is there yet. Like, I look at some of the weight classes of TOC, and I'm like, that's not really a solid tournament. I should say a majority of the weight classes didn't really surprise me. So I wouldn't necessarily put them in that must-have to tournaments.
Right.
Let me see.
Queen of the Hill?
No, it wasn't that great last year. No.
We're going down to that one.
Yeah, it's
large in volume.
Yeah, but it's
there's not a lot else. There's not a lot else going on that weekend.
Yeah, your spectators aren't going to have a good seat. They literally, they had one area that had chairs that was up top, and it sold out the first 30 minutes for the 2 days.
Yeah, it was like VIP seating. It was awesome seating, I guess, if you got those seats. But
right, got to be there extra early.
I like it.
Well, you had to pay extra to get those VIP seats.
Yeah, you paid $10, I think, to get in the door, plus another $15 per seat on top of that. And so it wasn't great. As a coach, I had a little different experience than other people.
Yeah, your opinion doesn't count.
I'll say up to a certain point. It's for the coaches. It's decent. Like, the food's good. But dude, if you got to deal with the lady at the front, forget it. She is not a nice person. The customer service is terrible. That's the downside of it. But you get some schools there, but I don't personally. Not a high one on my. Yeah. I think. Well, I would say Carter, but I think Carter's moving, right, guys? Carter's going, I think, Roland now.
Yeah, they're both having their tournament. I mean, Roland's having it the weekend before, and then Carter's having it Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
So it might split.
Yeah.
It might.
Because it used to be at Carter, but the Carter coach moved his kid over to Roland. So Roland now is taking that on. Yeah, and that tournament actually used to be pretty tough, but it's so early in the year. It's like, that's a tough tournament.
Everyone's up 2 or 3 weight classes.
Yeah. So it's a good tournament, but I don't know. Like John said, they're probably going to split them. So we'll see how that goes. La Puente is a good tournament.
Yeah, we're going to go there for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim Lane runs a good tournament. Esperanza's got some hammers coming this year.
Yeah.
And it's only a 1 day, but it's like during a lot of teams' league finals, like your guys' league finals, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. Why don't you just put it the same weekend as Queen of the Hill and just split it?
It's too late. Maybe next year. Next year I'm gonna get one earlier. Like I know it's always kind of been the last tournament. Kind of everyone's down to fighting weight. It's always been good finals, But I think next year I'm gonna try to go a couple weekends earlier than the last weekend because of this whole. Some schools are doing their girls' league finals like 3 weeks earlier than what normally would happen.
When's what is that? 1st of February or something?
January 25th is ours.
Oh.
So
yeah,
that's really that's our girls' league finals isn't until the week after, and our boys is the week after that. So it's really.
Yep, we run ours at the same time.
Yeah, like Josh has had some really good matchups. You had Gracie and Cheyenne that year, right? The year before?
Yeah, like 3 years ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Yeah,
her
2 years ago.
year.
Freshman year. Last year you had there's state placers in most of the weight classes in the finals, and then you had Rollins do a match against a girl who's smaller than her but still stepped up. Campbell, yeah. So there's some good matchups there. But La Puente's good. I don't know about the.
I know it's not your favorite, but San Dimas is a pretty good tournament. Like it's ran pretty
decent.
well.
Yeah, it's decent.
He had some out of state.
Yeah, they always seem to bring an out of state team, right?
They had 4 of them last year, so like 3 Texas teams and a Washington team.
Yeah, well, that's the first time they did that.
The
year before that, because we've gone up until last year. So I'm not allowed there. So, I got kicked out of the tournament. I wasn't even at. 2 tournaments. I got kicked out of a tournament I wasn't even at. So it was like amazing, but
Ayala.
Ayala's good. Ayala's good. They had a tough tournament last year. Grant puts a lot of energy into that tournament too.
When's their date? Do you know?
It's the weekend of the 18th. It's the weekend of the 18th.
They did a week before us this time.
And it's still a 2-day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We've got one up here that weekend that's going to a 2-day. The Lady Jaguar in Vallejo, Jesse Bethel High School. Went to that one last year, and it was a pretty big 1-day. A lot of the teams, big teams from North Coast section were all there. A few from Central, I think some San Francisco schools came over. It was a big one, and so they were actually getting to the point where the girls couldn't wrestle all the way out because they'd hit their match limit on the day. So he's making it a 2-day. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's a couple other ones that popped up. They're doing a girls bracket at Mid-Cals at Gilroy, which is
I will never do a girls/boys tournament ever again. Girls will always take a backseat.
They're not run at the same time. They're running the boys and then running the girls from the way it looked at the schedule. And then they're doing a Lady Chuck Chansey at Madera.
Okay. Which,
I mean, those are big guys tournaments. I don't know if that's going to equal big turnout, and quality of wrestling for the girls, but those up here, those are big tournaments where all your guys.
Golden Valley runs a tough tournament, like a good tournament. I know Redwood, I think, is trying to build a tournament too. They kind of reached out and they're trying to get some teams.
We were thinking about, it just didn't work out, like travel cost wise, going to Sanger. It looked like they had a pretty tough tournament last year, all the Central Section teams.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see if we even get refs this year because they're still in that little spat with the Referees Association and CIF are trying to figure out a rate, and they're still haven't come to an agreement that I've heard yet. Have you heard that, John?
Nope. I'm following the same thread you are.
Yeah. So, but that's only down in your section down there.
That's only
right?
southern section, yeah.
So we might have to go north more.
We're gonna have high school kids reffing matches.
Scab
preseason. Yeah, bring the scabs on.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't been able to get a good answer from some boy coaches that have been around forever. Is there any reason why you can't have more than 14 weight classes at a tournament? Nobody's been able to give me that answer.
Interesting.
Like adding a 90-something pound weight
Like
class?
adding let's say add a 98-pound weight class and add a one in the middle, like wherever you have more. Like I'm thinking for my one-day tournament, let's
Like
say I
just
have one
a
and
weight
go to
class.
these coaches and be like, okay, the girls that have a legit shot at placing, then I let them, they can be in the weight class. But if you just want to have a separate weight class, we'll do that. Nobody.
I've never heard of that.
Well, let me ask this. It typically goes off the average of the brackets, right? Or the largest bracket.
I'm not even worried about the cost of reffing.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about making sure everybody can wrestle all the way through and not get stuck.
Well,
like I don't want to. It's hard.
Here's what I'm thinking. Like a 143A and a 143B.
Yeah,
you know,
it's hard.
and
It's hard with girls because it's not boys. You say, hey, bring a team, right? Okay, they're gonna bring 14 guys. You're gonna expect it. Maybe they're not bringing a heavyweight. Maybe they're not. With girls, unless you're like Paloma Valley and you have 5 teams, then you say, hey, you're bringing your team. Yes. Okay, that's a 101 pounder, a 121 pounder, a 126 pounder, a 31 pounder, and a heavyweight girl. That's it. So it's really hard to gauge 24 full teams.
Yeah.
I'd hate to say, okay, 35 teams can come, assuming that we're going to have this, and then we got 26, 27 in a bracket, which is usually in the lower weights, but
Right.
I don't know.
So, yeah. So, those are the tournaments I think I would hit. Depends on what time of the season, too.
Right.
You're looking at trying to travel. I would venture to guess it's probably more around that Christmas break time.
Yeah. So what about San Fernando on the 7th of December?
Yeah. Well, you got the state champs.
Yeah.
And Birmingham is close.
I was super tempted to do that one. I just worried that, based on the bracket sizes last year, that, like who was going to come other than
There's
San
no
Fernando.
way Birmingham is showing up at that tournament. 100%. There's no way Birmingham is going there. Or
was it small last year or just too big?
Yeah, it was small.
Tiny.
It was super small.
That weekend also is Santa Ana, isn't it?
No, that's no, it's not Santa Ana.
Well, Santa Ana changes their tournament every 2 years the weekend, right?
They're the following week, I think. That weekend you have the Foothill tournament, which is supposed to be a 2-day tournament. Hillcrest, they have their 1-day tournament.
There's one out in Queen of the Valley.
Yeah, that one.
That's the Golden Valley one, yeah. That one will be pretty decent. Get some places out of there. I guess
if you're chasing like San Fernando, I mean, it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah, it's a good spot to get a head-to-head.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good head-to-head in the off season, but in season, there's a few we need to go chase.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If you got a girl like that, I don't know, Anaya or Pars or something, that would be the tournament you want to go to make sure you try to match up with them, get the head-to-head.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you're looking at in front of you. So, yeah, those are all good tournaments for sure. They're all ran well. So even San Dimas, I could say, has run pretty decent. So
yeah,
from what I heard. So, alrighty, Josh, you ready to do this? Should we start jumping in?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's just start at 101. Do we want to all discuss, or what do you want to do?
Give us the top 3, whatever you got off the top.
At my 101s,
yes.
This is who I got. Haley Ward, Michaela Guevara, and Lizette Rodriguez are my 3.
Top 3.
Currently. Huh? Even though Lizette didn't place this year, she placed the year before. She's back. She won a Pan Am. I know we're not supposed to do freestyle, but it's very hard.
Yes, this is supposed to be folk style, son. Supposed to be folk style.
When you go in Pan Am, that adds a little bit of credibility.
You said Lizette.
Yes.
What was that?
Yeah, you said Lizette Rodriguez?
Yeah, Lizette Rodriguez.
Not Christelle Rodriguez.
No, I got Christelle.
Nah, she won't be at 101.
No, her dad posted up on the Facebook post. She's going 6.
Oh.
So,
I don't. Yeah, that's kind of where I see it.
Yeah.
I see it kind of open. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say Haley Ward's gonna run away with it.
No.
but-
So I'm a fan of Michaela Guevara. We watch her wrestle up here like almost every weekend, and I don't know. I think she can make a hell of a run at it.
I
I
like-
think they've
I like
all
the
those
girl
three
from
girls have
Calexico.
gone
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Karen Salas.
Yep.
Like she's legit. You
Yeah.
know?
Let's see.
She got better over the year too. From I saw her at Queen of the Hill and then to state. She looked really good.
Started improving, huh?
She got 6th last year.
Yeah, she took 6th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think those are top 3 for sure. Is that how they finished up, Josh?
That's how they. Well, Lizette didn't place, but I still put her in there above the 3 underclassmen that were in there. Lee, let's see, Melissa Lee is an underclassman, or she's coming back. Karen Salias, the girl from Calexico, and then Jackie Hernandez from Frontier is 8th place. So
Yeah, I'd put her in there too. Okay, so I'm on team brackets. Okay, I'm just pulling up my brackets right now from last year. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so yeah, Martinez graduated. Rodriguez going up. Haley Ward took 3rd. Guevara probably right behind her. Lee from Fremont. Salas is tough.
and I don't know if Ward could make 101. She went 106 in Fargo, and she finally grew a little bit. So that might be we won't know for a while.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next one then. So Gaitan's the returning state champ.
She's probably moving up.
Yeah, I see her going up.
I would say that too. So that either way, I think Rodriguez would be the number 1 at that weight class. She's a hammer.
Yeah, Christelle.
Yeah. Then you got Turner,
Mm-hmm.
Viviana Garcia.
But Turner's going up too. Turner's going 11th.
Yeah, her mom commented on that, huh? Then you got the girl from Albany, Matera, who took 5th. Genesis Corte. Then girl from Norco, sorry.
Braceda.
Yeah, Braceda. That weight class is stacked. And then Miranda DiBencio. Okay, well, let's surmise that Gaitan goes up. Rodriguez is automatic 1. Pareto graduated. Turner would be the returning number 2.
But
she took 3rd.
She's going 11th.
She's going to go up also.
Yeah.
So Viviana from San Fernando, I think, is going to go up also.
Yeah, I don't see her making 6s ever again in her life.
Yeah. So then you got Albany girl, that number 2.
Yeah.
Jumping down that far. You got to keep her above. I mean, what was the score with her in Genesis? Genesis kind of had a rough year, no?
Yeah, the other one is like I know we don't add too much credence, but a little bit. I think Selma has a girl that's coming in there at like 106 or.
Gotta earn it.
I know you got to earn it, but she
she
double All-American in Fargo. That earns
That's
a little bit.
Going off of freestyle, son. This is folk style. See me in the spring.
Hey, it's my opinion. I can say whatever I want. You can have yours.
When we go pound for pound, son, we are going to lay down criteria.
You can have your bad opinion, and I can have my bad opinion.
You can have your wrong opinion. I'll have my right opinion. Okay. So, okay, let's see here. So
I guess we're going to Albany 2.
Albany 2 with Genesis 3.
Yeah.
It's a 7-6 match. That's tough. All right. Let's see here. Next up, 111. Soto's going up, huh?
Yep.
And we will assume everybody clears out. Yeah. So I would say
Gaitan Turner.
Yeah.
Gonna disrespect Valerie Ornelas. How dare you, son? And Maya Lidhano. They're at the weight.
Yeah, I'm gonna Disrespect the 6th and 7th place girls, yeah.
Okay, so we said
Over
who?
a third place, over a state champ and a third place at the weight lower. It was a tougher weight class last year, I think.
How dare you? Aaliyah Rollins takes third. Danielle Garcia takes fourth, and you say that the lower weight class was tougher? How dare you?
You got Soto and Vega that are both, there, and Gaetan and Barreto. They're like, it's the same. It's a wash.
No way. The 3 and 4. Let's see. Hang on. 3 and 4 at the previous weight class. You would put Turner over the 3 and Viviana Garcia over Aaliyah Rollins and Danielle Garcia.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, they both graduated, so yeah, I am putting them over.
But I'm just saying, you said that was a tougher weight class lower. I don't think that's the case at all.
I think that match is not. I think it goes either way. Turner versus Rollins. I don't know. What do you think, John?
I think I kind of agree with you. Like, I think it's, I think I would just give that weight class a little bit of edge. They're both great, but
I don't think that weight class is that tougher. But all right, if you guys say so, it's all opinions. I mean, I'm not harping on Turner. I mean, I would love to see her at the Nightmare to see if I'm wrong, but I was always high on Rollins. I always thought Rollins was gonna make some noise, and Danielle Garcia, can't argue with Danielle Garcia.
No, she was solid.
Yeah,
she was solid.
Don't ever underhook that girl. In the history of the world, don't ever underhook her.
She will fireman
you right off the bat. So okay, so this weight class we're going who again? We're going
Gaetan Turner.
Gaetan Turner and number 3.
And then it would be Alice would be 3, I guess. If she stays, that's the.
If she stayed there, yeah.
If she stays there.
What did Alexis Medina sign to go to school? You never hearing that?
Yeah, she went somewhere.
Did she?
Like Cumberland's, or I want to say Cumberland's, or.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Now, we are overlooking somebody who placed in the state here. Well, not yet, but we'll get there. Okay, so Monica Garcia comes in at 116.
No, okay. Are we going back to 11s? Because I'll say it.
And that wasn't at 11s though. That was at 116.
That's how much she weighs. She wrestled 109 at the Battle of the Midway, Battle of the Parking Lot, whatever. I'm gonna throw Valdivia in there.
Oh, how dare you, son! If you're gonna go back with Lizette Rodriguez, I guess you'd have to go back. You'd have to. In terms of journalistic integrity, if you do not, you lose it.
Because according to my rankings, she either goes 2 at 16s or 2 at 11s, because she beat the 2 at 16s, so that jumps her there.
She beat the number 1 at 16.
No, so I got Soto at 1 at 16s this year.
Oh, but I'm saying the last year's state champ.
Yeah. So.
And I believe that was by bonus points.
She's back because she's selling raffle tickets for the team. So I know she's back all the way.
Yes.
Back, which I'm glad to see that.
I am too. I'm doing cartwheels. That kid. Ooh. Yeah, I was sad last year.
Okay, so now, that's 11s.
Okay, so you're putting her at 11.
I'm putting her at 11s. I think that's the move.
Okay. 16s. We got, so Soto's gone, so Soto goes up. So you're going to keep Soto at 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Soto, Garcia, and Lopez. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I got.
With an honorable mention of Ivaldi, the girl that's a stud from Pittman.
Yes.
Which I heard that another transfer, some girl came from Texas, a 111-ish pounder, that's also enrolled at Pittman.
Oh, Pittman's going to make a run. Yeah. Pittman's going to make a run. That weight class is loaded. Look at it. I mean, look at all these girls are back. Like, if they stay at the weight class. You got Garcia, Lopez, Navarez, which I heard Navarez might have transferred. That's the rumor I heard. So, and then Kenny and Kubius. that weight class has everybody back.
Yep.
So you're not even gonna go Kamujian in that one?
Nope.
That's
Not.
the one way to get.
No, I mean, she's not.
She's not that top 3, huh?
I mean, she got third, but I still got. I mean, Garcia gets bumped from Soto, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then so that only leaves. I mean, unless we want to rank like 5, then Kamujian goes in there.
Stick with what we got. What we've been doing. So she'll earn it.
So I got Soto at 16s, right? But then
Yeah.
I also heard that Soto might 16s is not happening. She's going to 21s.
Ooh.
So like now I kind of maybe go Garcia, Lopez, 1, 2. I just read my notes now. Soto's going 21s. Let's put it that way.
All right.
According to her brother, what I heard.
Let's have her on a lifting program.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, she's not tiny.
Yeah. Okay.
She struggled to make. I don't say she struggled like other people, but at Fargo she cut pretty darn hard to do that.
Did she cut Katie Gomez hard?
More than Katie Gomez, but not Katie Gomez hard.
Manner, not Katie Gomez manner, huh? Yeah. Okay. So then should we put her at 21s then?
Yeah, I think she goes at 21s.
Okay. So then you open the door there.
So at 21s, you got Soto, Mendoza. Those are the 2 clear. I don't know anybody else that.
Okay. John, how do you feel about that?
I don't have a problem with that one either. That's what I have.
Right. Anybody else? Roland, anything?
I'd be interested to see how Barragon and Sewell do. I know Sewell, she transferred, right, to Roland?
No, she transferred to Esperanza.
Wow. I guess that was some talk there, Josh, you didn't know about.
I knew. No, I knew. Her transfer got denied from Roland. Out of district.
Ooh.
Roland.
Oh.
I guess they're full or whatever, and they're only taking in-district people.
What's it like being second fiddle?
It's awesome. It wasn't necessarily from what I had gathered, it wasn't necessarily a transfer to anybody else. It was away from what she had.
And you were the school right next to her, right? But she wanted to go over the hill on the 60. Okay.
Yeah, way further.
Okay. So then who do we have here? Let's see. Lopez gone, Venegas gone, Calhoun gone, Mendoza, Katie Gomez.
Yeah, so you got Soto, Mendoza, Gomez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. The Soto's. Katie has really closed the gap on Soto. We'll see how folk style goes, but
That'll be interesting. Yeah, their last match was close, but the matches before that weren't super close, were they? So, okay. Let's see how some of these matches played out too. So let's see. So Mendoza and Gomez. Let's see here. Going through here.
I don't think they met, did they?
No, they didn't. Katie dropped the match to Calhoun.
Mm-hmm.
And Calhoun beat Mendoza. Okay.
Yeah, Katie lost early, quarters or something.
Yeah, it was kind of a shocker, at least for us. She lost to the eventual champ, though, so can't be mad about that. All right, so you said Soto, Mendoza, Gomez?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. 126. Zepeda's gone. Escamilla would be the 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bautista, and then who else?
Jernigan.
Oh.
From
I don't know who that is. She's terrible. I wouldn't. Don't put too much stock in her.
Shut up.
Keep looking. Keep walking. All right. So then, and then what if anybody's coming up from that previous weight class? If anybody's coming down.
A good possibility. I mean, I don't see Sudol going 21s. That's for darn sure. But is Cora?
She's gone.
She was a senior. Okay.
Central Methodist, yeah.
So yeah, you got both Barragans, which I don't see the other one. She must not have placed.
Yeah, she didn't place.
But they're both about the same weight.
Yeah. Totally
That
different
one-
builds, though. Totally
Oh, that
different
one?
builds.
The one is mean, not Samantha. The other one?
Yeah. I
She's
like her. I like her. I like mean girls. Let's see here. So yeah, so I like Kelly Escamilla. I think she's super tough. I don't know how she's gonna do now with her training partner, Robert Paul Perez III, being gone to the OTC now. So then yeah, Jernigan and that it? Yeah, there's only 2 at the weight class. Everybody else graduated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's an open weight class.
Yeah, wide open.
Well, I think Escamilla is pretty much a lock. She is tough.
Yeah.
Jernigan and her had a match at our regionals, actually. Our regionals went to overtime.
Yeah. Unless
And-
somebody like Jimerson comes down or something like that to 26s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd rather wrestle Escamilla than Bowman, but that's just me.
Yeah, or... Yeah. Jimerson. Okay, we'll go up. Next one. All right, Bowman, Jimerson. How do you pronounce that name? I don't even want to try it.
That's central section. I
Well,
don't know.
we don't have anybody on for that.
And Dugo Nawakuchu.
Yeah. Her and Wilden always go back and forth. She's gotten the best of Wilden, though. If I remember correctly. So, yeah, that's 1, 2, and 3 right there. Nobody's touching Bowman. Jimerson is a good transfer mid-season because she came out and took 3rd. That's tough. Yeah.
And where'd she come from again?
Palm Desert, I believe. Is that right, John?
Rancho Verde.
Rancho Verde. That's what it was.
Where's that?
It's in like North Paris, Moreno Valley area.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know where it's at.
Off of
Yeah.
215.
It's a ways.
Oh, is that off by like where the auction is? Off Ritchie Brothers? That one right there? Oh, never mind.
You're the only one who knows that stuff.
That's like over by Cahalico or something, right? Off of 215?
Yeah, that area over there.
Boom, boom. Okay.
There ain't nothing else to
Awesome.
do over there.
That one's done. Pretty cut and dry. 137. Garabays graduated. Anya Drury steps up. Alia Martinez.
Joanna Q.
Q.
Yep, Q. I think
1,
Q
2, 3
and Faalia go back and forth quite a bit, don't they?
from that area, huh?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I see Joanna wrestle quite a bit. We're at a lot of the same tournaments. She is awfully tough.
So that'll be interesting. So next one, 143. Lilia Freitas Dad has said it openly. We are going 143. If you want us, come get us, but it's 143. So she's a 43. Anaya's at 43. Lepresti at 43. That's how it's gonna shake out.
Yeah.
That's a tough weight class.
Anybody think anybody sneaks in? Lepresti against Anaya, maybe flip flop.
Yeah, I think that can happen.
Yeah,
That could happen. Especially
definitely-
Lopresti wrestled all summer and Anaya still hasn't wrestled.
She wrestled folk style state, didn't she?
Yeah,
Right
Yeah,
after
but-
state, after CIF, did she wrestle that?
that
Yeah,
was
and
it.
And then
And-
she got a concussion at Beat the Streets, and then it's been off since then. So
Oh,
She's taking some time off to heal up.
well, yeah.
yeah,
Looks
I
good.
wondered why I hadn't seen her. So
Yeah, no, she looks good though. She's gotten better. She's healthy again. So, okay, now Amit, Maddie Kanopka, Melanie Bucker. Anybody see anything different?
no.
I don't either.
I don't know. I got to throw out Richoli. She's my girl. We'll see. She's made some gains this summer.
Yeah, got to go against that River City girl.
Yeah. So and we'll see them. We'll be chasing her around because it's close. So we'll see how it works out. She hasn't been able to beat her yet, so we'll see
That'd
if
be
the
a good one
summer's
to
prep.
get. And then I think you could probably get Bacher at Corona.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's close by.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be there.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Ammon is just so much farther ahead than anybody else. It's not even fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think that argument can be made for all these top girls that are so much further ahead than everyone else is.
And then everybody else is like grouped together real close.
Yeah. They bang out. 160. So number one's gone.
Pereira.
Is Pereira still there too?
Yep.
Okay, so Pereira
Abushi,
won.
Abushi and Para.
Let's see here.
Holstein.
Right, Abushi and
That's the question. Osteen, I hear, is at Royal High School now in Simi Valley.
I did hear that as well.
And not sure if she's wrestling or what. I hope she is, but I don't know. I can't put anybody really ahead of her because she is a state champ and she has yet to lose in high school. She did get hurt and wasn't allowed to wrestle last year, but yeah.
Yeah, I think she's heads above everybody else.
But it's hard to overlook McElwee because she really took it to Jersey. Like she controlled that match.
She graduated.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like it's hard to ignore like how tough that girl was. So for the number 2 girl to take second to her, really kind of hard to dismiss her. So, but I still think Katya is the one. Katya's the one. Pereira's 2, and Garcia 3.
Abushi is still a junior.
Is Abushi coming up or something?
She'd have to come down.
Come down, yeah.
Yeah, she's at 70s.
Yeah. So Garcia would be the next one.
Yeah, but you're saying Pereira like not Adelina Para. I think you're saying Para.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Okay.
Pereira.
We're still on 60s. Okay.
Yeah, 60s. I have Osteen at 1. Osteen at 1. So Abushi at 1, Para at 2, Duncan at 3. Don't see it going any different than that.
Nope.
Next up, 189. All right, let's see here. Flo Shea's gone. Jasmine Clark, a 10th grader.
No, she's not.
I can't believe she's
graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she graduated?
Yeah, I think so. I swear to God, she was.
I was looking at that too. She's been around for like 5 years now.
She is. She's gone. She's gone. So, Bali at number 1. Brendan Gomez, 7th place girl.
Yeah.
And then
probably Sienna Riley, San Dimas. She had some good wins last year. I think she may have beaten earlier in the year Clark. If I remember right.
I don't know.
We got our first non-state placer on the list. Besides.
Yeah, she went 3-2. Knocked out in the blood round.
I think Jasmine lost to that girl from Eureka.
That's an open weight up there. Anybody got any 89-pounders?
Earlier in the year, I think she lost. I don't know. That's kind of a smaller weight class around here. I don't know. There's a few, but I don't know if anybody's in that top 3.
And you teach a 189 pounder to hand fight and not shoot and take bad shots, you might have a state placer.
Yeah, right.
Don't you have one, Ramos?
Sorry?
Yeah.
He has one.
Yeah.
I got someone who's probably dropping. Made it first year wrestler last year. Like, I don't know. She's like blood round or maybe right before blood round, and she beat.
Is that the same one? Is that the same one that had
Yeah.
TV cameras following around?
Yeah. So she beat. Let's see here. She had some wins over some placers coming in. So yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, we beat 1, 2. Yeah, we beat some pretty tough girls. We beat at least two state placers ahead of us. So should be interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Nice.
All right, ladies. 41 minutes in. Let's get after it.
Did we do the heavyweights or?
No, we didn't do heavyweights.
Heavyweights? Okay, heavyweights. Let's see.
Lillian
Fabi's gone.
McCoy.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Mendez. And
Boyd.
Sierra Boyd.
Mendez and Boyd. And Demas. So
we see Lillian McCoy wrestle quite a bit, and I mean she is a big girl, but man, she is fast. I'm amazed by how well she moves. And on top of that, she's like state level track and field. I think shot put and discus. She's an athlete.
All around, huh?
Yeah.
We'll be stacking up those scholarship offers.
Yeah.
All right. We're 42 minutes in. We're
42 minutes. Let's get to it now. All right, ladies. Let's set the criteria right now. Are we taking into account, if we take into account freestyle, how much are we doing? Are we doing state freestyle, any head-to-head, or are we doing the highest level of freestyle, Fargo and World?
I think we're doing the highest level. I did the highest level of freestyle, but it didn't even come into, for me, my list, it didn't even come into a criteria, but
okay.
Yeah, mine either.
So, do we go one down or
let's
up?
Everybody pick their one, and then
everybody pick their one?
Their two.
Okay.
That's what I think. Go for it, Ramos.
Good. Oh, you asshole!
I'll take shout out number one first. I think Amit.
John jumps up.
I think Amit is the best one the most dominant girl I've seen last year at least. Like she just whooped up on everybody and just ran through them. I think she's gonna be tough to beat. Yeah,
I agree with that one. I would throw out maybe a Cristel Rodriguez as an honorable mention on that, pound for pound.
We're just going number one right now.
Then it's a myth that nobody can beat her. Period.
Okay, Josh.
Okay, I'll go. I say Cristel.
Thank you, son. I knew you were smart.
I'm assuming that's your answer too.
That is my answer, and I will argue this.
Go ahead. You to your explanation.
Okay, I will argue this. If in my world, when we talk about pound per pound, here's what I think. I think we take every wrestler and make them all the same weight with all the same abilities that they currently have and how they stack up against each other. And then you take into account the weight class. Okay, I've had a lot more I just think that when you wrestle the weight class Cristel's wrestling, you're wrestling girls that are faster. Things move faster. Things happen quicker. You got to be able to finish. Finishing shots is a lot more difficult. It's a lot more dynamic. When you're talking about a meet, she is impressive, and you can't argue that. And it's hard to bet against her. But if you're talking about just like the full scope of things, everybody the same weight class, I can't go against Cristel.
That's where I'm at. I'm looking at everybody being a 125-pound girl, or everybody being a 150-pound girl. It doesn't matter. I'm just looking at that I think we all could agree, like probably 131 and down has a lot more action going on, a lot more, not going to say technique, but a lot more quickness.
Oh yeah,
that kind of stuff. Then
yeah. So I think that in that regard, Chris Styles is my number one. Now we'll go backwards now. I'll say my number two is a meat.
Yeah, well, Christelle's my number two, so.
Yeah,
she's
so I think they're interchangeable.
Yeah,
but I do
it's
think
my two also.
Yeah. So, and one's got a silver in the world, one's got a bronze in the world. It's just luck of the draw too, because it's a random draw. But still, I mean, it is what it is. People look at that on paper, and that's what they'll see. So yeah. So I think Chris Styles number one. It meets my number two. Now here's where we really start getting into debates. Who do you have at number three?
Who's going first?
Freitas.
You got Freitas?
Yeah. Lily Freitas.
Who you got, John?
I got Cheyenne.
Okay. Who you got, Ryan?
Josh? I got Freitas.
I got
Soto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Soto. I'm thinking of what I saw in Texas, and I saw Soto take losses, and I saw Freitas dominate. I don't think Freitas had given up a takedown in I don't know how many years until she ran up against that Japan girl or whoever she lost to. But yeah,
That's a good argument because she's my next one anyway. So
yeah, so not knocking Cheyenne, but that's just Freitas has just been dominant for so long, and hey, we might see those two wrestle. And that's the thing too. It's hard to bet against. I have a hard time going against Cheyenne because you know why? Cheyenne will wrestle everybody, and that I could see Josh giving the nod to that because when you got somebody who's willing to step up, dude, she stepped up and wrestled Gracie twice, chased Gracie down.
Yeah, no, Cheyenne's further down on my list. I got Soto as 3, but
Woo! That's disrespectful, son.
I know, but I'm looking at Soto and Pan Am's and cleaned up. She doubled finalist at Fargo. She was a state champ. Like beat the heck out of everybody, during the state tournament. So that's what I'm looking at. I think every champ beat the heck out of everybody, to be honest.
Yeah, it's how quickly they did it. Yeah, it's how quickly they did it. But I think I'll give the nod to Cheyenne over Soto. What about you, John?
I had Cheyenne 3. I had Freitas right after her. I had
4?
Soto 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at, John? Rolling.
I think between Cheyenne and Soto, I think that's pretty close on a pound for pound on my list. So,
are you gonna go Willie Saylor and just go both tied for third, fourth?
I think it gets so close at that point. You're like nitpicking, like
that's the point. That's the point. When you get to the top level, it's tense.
Yeah. I don't know. Josh is making some good points there. He's almost got me sold on it, but I don't know.
So
I got Soto, Freitas, Bowman. That's what I got. 3, 4, 5. And I like scratched and rewrote and scratched and rewrote. Then I think about it and I was like, okay. My only thing was Bowman didn't perform well in Texas at all, and she didn't even go to Fargo. I mean, I know.
And neither did Freitas.
Yeah. No, neither did Freitas, but Freitas went to the Worlds, so that gave her the nod.
Hey,
over.
and Amit did win Beach Worlds.
Yeah.
3 people in the weight class. Not that there could have been 50, but just those 3.
Yeah. So, okay. So, are you guys done there? You want to go a little deeper?
We could go into. Who's everyone's 3, 4, 5? We have the same 3, 4, 5. It's just a different order.
Yeah, just
a different order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I go 6, I have Gaetan as my 6.
Huh?
Anybody got anything different for their 6?
No.
I didn't really.
Yeah, I
just
did
did 5.
You did
But
5?
I would like. Did she do really well? Like, because I know she
I
wrestled
can't.
Soto, right? Soto, maybe at association duels. I think maybe they wrestled. I think
They
Soto
didn't
won
post
that.
Yeah, I think Soto had the. I mean, I think Gaetan had one of the tougher state finalists in Barreto, like, or the tougher state final matches. Having
Yeah.
Osteen in that match versus pretty much.
Well, I mean, what about Drury?
I got Drury next, but Drury's to me too hot and cold. Like she can go wrestle her butt off one day and then get thrown on her head and get beat by, I don't want to say.
Well, what about Osteen? What about Osteen?
She's not all the way back yet, but like until I see her
healthy,
step foot on the mat.
A healthy Osteen,
I'll give it to her, but here's the thing: 121-pound Osteen. I don't know. Is she going to be that much stronger than everyone else, like she is at her current weight class?
Well, again, if you just apply their attributes all the way across the board, yeah, she puts that strength in at the same level that she does at her weight class.
But the level of wrestling, for me, not to pick on her. I mean, we're doing the best of the
best.
This is, to me, the skill set isn't there to be in that top 9. She might be top 10 for me. I'd think about it, but the skill set isn't there to be in that top echelon.
So you think a girl who hasn't lost a high school match to girls ever is below a Gaetan?
Yeah, I do.
What about you, John?
I think I put Osteen there, just ahead of her.
Yeah.
I mean, Gaetan's great. Like, she's tough, but she's just not as dominant as Osteen.
Yeah. Ron, what do you think?
I don't know. I think that's a pretty close one, but I would have to go with Osteen on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I see Josh's argument. I mean, when we're going, in that direction where we're going, skill set for skill set.
Yeah, but it's so totally different though, because those big strong girls just crush you and defeat you morally, and the small girls are so fast you don't even know what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I watch and I know Josh, I think he favors the smaller, faster, but I like those middleweight classes, up to like 160s. It's kind of more like a little more power wrestling. You get a little bit of speed out of some of them, but then you get other ones that are just, they physically dominate you, which is what the goal of the sport is. So I don't know. That's a weight classes. My son wrestled in midweight classes, and that's, I don't know. That's what I pay attention to.
Okay, so do you let's ask Josh this. So Monica Garcia, where would you put her in the pound?
She was, so I got Gaetan, Drury, Garcia. And out of Drury and Garcia, I'd almost put her higher than Drury. Just because of the inconsistency. Drury is so good and so amazing sometimes, and other times.
But how do you put somebody who's a 3-time finalist, 1-time champ, behind somebody who's only won it once? I mean, you talk about inconsistencies. Yeah, I get it. But at state, she's a 3-time finalist. She
wasn't who?
Drury.
Oh, okay. No, okay. I thought you were talking about Garcia.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But who did she wrestle in the finals this year?
Garibay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Dahlia Garibay.
Probably shouldn't have lost. In my opinion. No, in my opinion, she got put to her back and she gave up. I'll say it. And I've watched it a few times.
I will say, her coach told her outside step.
Yeah.
And she did what her coach told her, and they put her back.
It was almost like they were waiting for that to happen.
And
that outside trip.
I mean, she's one of the best, and probably will go down in the record books as one of the best California girls ever too. So don't get me wrong. I just think that she's a 3-time finalist, but Garcia was a third
Third as a freshman.
Didn't go her sophomore year because of injury, and then first this year. So
torched the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're getting into a lot more parity once we get to like, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could probably get a few more girls that are just kind of right there on that cusp. They're good, but they're not yet. Although we're talking about freshmen like they're the greatest. Like we got four.
Yeah.
We got 4 freshmen in our top 4.
Yeah.
Well now they're sophomores, but last year's.
Well, I'm trying to see who's the first number 2 to get in. The first number 2 to get into the pound for pound. So, well,
first number 2.
Yeah. I mean, do you go? I mean, do you go a lower weight number 2, or do you go with the number 1, like a Para, Adelina Para, or Anaya? Anaya took second to Freitas.
Yeah.
Or Abushi, like.
And
yeah,
see, Anaya can wrestle, so I'm like, I don't mean it like negatively, but you're not just getting a head and arm out of her.
Yeah.
Like,
I would. Yeah, I would go Anaya over Abushi into the pound for pound.
I think I'd go Anaya over Para too.
I would put Lopresti over Anaya.
That's what I was thinking because they didn't wrestle at state. Lopresti lost to Freitas.
And Anaya lost to Riccioli at Folkstyle State.
I mean, is Escamilla above those ones though? Still,
I would say yeah. I would say
after
Escamilla
Garcia, I think you got Escamilla. I mean, she was dominating in Fargo until she got a concussion.
She torched the Folkstyle Nationals too.
Yeah,
and she torched Garcia too. Didn't they wrestle?
Yeah. Oh, she beat the brakes off her at Freestyle State, I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to me, it looked like just Garcia didn't have the freestyle
chops.
She wasn't used to the freestyle stuff. She just got Schultzed over and hurt her back.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say Escamilla is probably my first number 2 to get into the top 10 pound for pound.
Well, Escamilla's our 1.
Well, yeah, she's a 1, yeah. So
she got second in state. But
second in state, she moves up.
Our first non-state champ.
Yeah, non-state champ to get in. Ooh. Alrighty. I'm good with that, fellas. How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Sweet.
It was a good conversation starter. At least a lot of parents got involved.
Oh yeah, did you see that? People.
Yeah.
Throwing people in there and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's just fun. And I guess we should preface this too. We should have prefaced it in the beginning that none of this is like hating on anybody or negative viewpoints of how we view these kids. They're just kids, and we're just fans talking about what we see. So hopefully nobody gets upset about our discussion. And if they did, have them message us. We want to be very clear about that.
We didn't mention a name that I haven't watched wrestling last year and then over the summer at Fargo and down in Texas and all that. So I'm a fan of all of those girls, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I want to see some of these matches happen this year for dang sure.
Okay, let's see it. Okay, let's put some matches out that you want to see.
Okay, I want to see, even though I think I know how it's going to go, I want to see Gaetan Rodriguez wrestle. Okay.
Yep.
I want to see Freitas and Bowman wrestle. I want to see Freitas and Amit wrestle.
Yeah, that's the one I want to see.
I want to see Soto and Bowman wrestle. I want to see Drury and Bowman wrestle. I want to see them all wrestle. Like, let's just go for it.
Yeah. We should come up with an award, like have an award show at the end of the year after state. Just for like the girl who goes after everybody, like girl who like just takes all comers. Yeah.
It'd probably be Bowman because Bowman's down.
A badass, dude. Bulldozer's a badass. Like she'll wrestle anybody. Like That's the one thing I really like about that kid. She is a kid.
Especially if you get in her mom's ear about it, and then get Carmela to agree. Like, hey,
Mom's
this
a
girl's
spark
talking
plug.
crap about your daughter.
This girl says she could take your daughter down. What? Yeah. Let me talk to Cam. That's when you know what's gonna happen. Let me talk to Cam. And it happens. So yeah, I like those matchups. Alrighty.
Any transfers out of state anybody heard about? Or new up and coming 8th graders? I know we have the 2 girls from Selma. They did really well in Fargo. I don't remember their names exactly.
Are they also from Sanger or are they from Selma?
They're from Clovis, actually, but they went to Selma.
Selma, huh? Interesting. No, nobody else that I know of. I'll have to go through and check.
Wasn't the one in San Diego that was coming in that was dominating? Somewhere down there in San Diego section?
Not sure.
This offseason. I forgot. I don't remember her name, but I just remember hearing or reading about a San Diego section girl incoming 8th grader. Not like maybe around 160-ish, 50, 60, somewhere around there.
We're going to have to ask our boy,
Jared?
What?
Jared?
Oh, not Jared. Nathan Williams. He should know.
Williams? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him. Who's the girl?
Who's the 8th grader coming in?
Do you know what school she's going to? Is she going to Poway or La Costa?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
RBV? Abbas isn't at RBV anymore.
I heard last I heard he was dropping something off in Pasadena.
Inside joke. You're bad.
So, alrighty, boys. That's all I got for today.
All right.
So next one, let's do top 10 all-time California girls wrestlers.
Oh, I got mine already. I got my top 5 right up top.
I got close, but I have to put some pen and paper and do a little more research. But
better dig up those Hanford. Better get a hold of Alan Blanchard. Get a hold of Alan Blanchard. He's got all kinds of old brackets. Some of them are not complete, but he's got them. I think I might have them, actually. I'll shoot them over to you. But, okay. There's some names you've heard of. I'll tell you right now. But, all right. Top 10 all-time.
Okay, top 10 all-time that has graduated. So there might be some top 10 of all-time that are currently wrestling, but we'll say the past, like from last year back to whenever we actually had a state tournament, 2003, 5, 6. When was the first? There was a first one, and then there was a first official one.
Yeah, there's a difference there. Well, Hanford goes back. Man, I can't even tell you. I gotta go look. To be honest, I'll get a hold of Trevor.
But then again, you got. I'm just gonna throw some names out there. You got Nikki Anthony that never wrestled girls. You got Tatiana Padilla. You got Jackie Cataline.
Those girls did wrestle girls.
Those girls wrestled masters. If they wrestled in boys masters, they didn't wrestle girls.
Josh,
right?
Yes. Josh, you need to stop because I was in the gym when they wrestled. I've been there a lot longer. Okay. Yes. Tatiana Padilla wrestled at the Hampton tournament, which was the unofficial state tournament at the time. Victoria Anthony wrestled Alex
in the
Gomez.
middle of the season. That wasn't like postseason. That was just like.
Josh, stop. You're sounding silly right now. Just stop. Okay? It was. Here's the deal. Okay? Hang on. Just let me just give you a little bit of knowledge. Okay? Victoria Anthony did wrestle at Boys Masters. Okay? Mm-hmm. Lost the first match. Drove her ass to Oxnard, California. Made weight. Wrestled Girls CIF, Southern Region. Then went on to wrestle at Hampton. Yes.
Okay, Tatiana Padilla definitely didn't wrestle girls.
Stop!
I'm just telling you, she had Cadet Worlds. She got silver in Cadet Worlds during the same time that boys state was going to be and girls state. So tell me that I'm wrong.
You do
Find
not know the.
Find me
You
the
do
bracket.
not
Find me
know
the bracket.
the time frame
That's your
of
job.
when
Find me
these
the bracket.
tournaments have happened. Tatiana Padilla won my daughter's Southern Region my daughter's freshman year. Then went to Hanford.
Her senior year, she wrestled boys. She wrestled one of my wrestlers at boys. She wrestled one of my wrestlers at Boys Masters, so you can't say that she didn't wrestle. I know you had your earphones off, but she wrestled one of my boys. Her senior year, she wrestled
You're
one of my
telling
boys.
me I was standing in the grassy knoll and I didn't see what I saw, Josh. You need to stop right now.
You saw somebody else from Northview.
Jesus, Jiminy. Okay, hold on. You made me do this.
Right now.
Made me do this. I'm about to kick my laptop over right now.
Find a bracket.
Hang on. I'm just give me a minute.
I'm the greatest mind in girls wrestling, Willie Saylor.
Shut your whore mouth right now. Dare you? Okay, hang on. So 11, 10.
Trying to do math in his head.
Probably 05 was her senior year. 06 maybe.
You shut up! It's my daughter's freshman year. Jerk off.
Well, how many times was she a freshman?
I didn't go 8th grade twice like some of you assholes do. I'm trying to find the bracket. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see here. Okay, here we go.
Let's make some interesting video.
Southern Region Tournament. Okay, this is a 2008.
Okay.
Can you see that?
No, I can't see it.
Can you see that?
It's small on my screen, so no.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that say, Ron? 126. Tatiana Padilla, Northview High School.
Northview, yeah.
Wait.
What grade was she?
Wait. What year does that say? What tournament is that?
2008. What grade was she in?
Shut your whore mouth! Her senior year. She beat Audrey Morehouse. Audrey Morehouse went on to take second at Fargo. Oklahoma City champ. You done telling me what I know, Josh Rybeck. Terrible. Disrespectful.
Terrible.
All right? Can't wait to see your list, Josh.
When you know the date of that tournament? Because I know she wrestled in Boys Masters. And I'm going to... Maybe it was her junior year she wrestled in Boys Masters. I know she wrestled in Boys Masters.
This is what I was telling you. Girls CIF back then was it started later than Boys Masters. They went to Boys Masters, dropped their first match, hauled ass up to Oxnard and made weight. Or I think they might have even counted their weigh-in at Masters as their weigh-in, something like that. That's how they ended up wrestling at that tournament. So.
Okay, so are we going all times? Are we going all the way back? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're going Patricia Miranda, baby. His dad used to erase her name off the bout sheets. Made her promise to have a 4.0. Otherwise, he wouldn't let her wrestle. Got into Stanford. Became the first woman to win an NCAA Division I match. But then went on to Princeton after that. And while she was in the Olympics in 2004, taking a bronze medal, still was able to get into Princeton and graduate law. Now she practices law in Central Valley. Tell me, Mr. Greatest Mind in Women's Wrestling. I'm done with this.
That was a joke because you love Willie so much.
Terrible.
We'll call you the greatest mind in women's wrestling now.
Don't do that. I don't want that kind of BS on my shoulders. I have BS enough. I don't need you helping me. All right. So next time we'll do top 10.
Are we going like top 10 like of all accomplishments? Like maybe you didn't have amazing, like shoot, we just had her on the show, and now I feel like a dumbass. The girl from Benicia. Allie, not Allie Reagan. Forrest.
There you go.
Okay,
I'm letting you sweat that one out.
So are we going like somebody like that only got third in state, but now she went on to have an awesome senior level career, or are we only doing high school?
No, we're only doing high school.
Okay.
Only doing high school. So we'll go high school. And then at the end you could throw in just your favorite. We'll give 2 favorites that didn't make the list. So we'll go what? We go top 4 and then 2 favorites.
We gotta go top 10 of all times.
Top 10.
I want to see the difference in our list. That's what I think is funny.
That's fun. That's the fun part is the parody. That's true. Okay. And then I'll try to find brackets and video because you probably won't know the girls that I named.
No, I probably won't. But I do know LaFrancis, so don't try to hold that one as like your.
Who was before LaFrancis?
I'll have to think about it, real.
Yeah, think about it. First girl to win 4 regional and 4 state titles, unofficial though. Samantha Lopez, West Covina High School. Check that one out. 110
Samantha?
pounds. Samantha Lopez.
Is that Sam Lopez's the
No, it's Renee Lopez's daughter. Not the Selma. No.
Little sister?
No. Not the same at all. Not the same family. Sam Lopez came from Placentia area.
Yeah.
So,
You guys are getting
alrighty.
beats now.
Alrighty, guys. So next time, top 10. Ron, thanks for coming on. John, thanks for coming on last minute. You're always good about jumping on.
No problem.
Tell your wife thank you too. I know you always like last minute her. Like, Ramos called. I gotta get out there. She's like, whoever this Ramos guy is, I hate him. I gotta take care of this.
It's just one more person that hates you. Don't worry about it.
And it's a long line. Behind Big Ugly.
All right, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
All
I'm in this later.
See ya.